So I came back one more time. It's still end of the day. I should be getting ready for bed after taking the dog for a walk and other stuff. But anyways, here we are. Mm. I just heard, I wasted your time and your love. And it made me go, when you live in love from the heart, there's no time wasted and no love lost. Because my goal in life is to spread that feeling that my grandmother had provided to me. It was, I always can describe it as like a warm blanket on a cold day, or that bubbly glass of champagne, just that that little giddy feeling you get. And love doesn't always have to be about trying to think of the word, passionate. It doesn't always have to be one of those moments you share in the bedroom. Sometimes some of us don't even care for that. We like the reciprocity that comes with the give and take. We like the being seen and the being heard. We enjoy making meals together. We enjoy snuggling until we get too sweaty and we're like, yeah, okay. You go to your corner, I go to mine, and I'll see you in the morning. That's that genuine love, you know? When you can hear each other snore and be okay with it. When you can see there's dirty socks and clothes on the floor, and instead of making a huge deal about it, you turn around and go, no harm, no foul. I can pick it up. I know they had a hard day. I know that they'd do it for me. It's when you start nagging at one another and you start demanding certain things. But if you don't give respect, you're not going to get respect. And when you're dealing with people, a lot of times they've been so brokenhearted that they don't know love. It's sad. A lot of this world does not know love. And it's the greatest feeling in the world, especially when you can give it to yourself because you can't get it from somewhere else. And then when you do give it to yourself, that's when all those things that are meant to hurt you go by like missed bullets, let's say. There's no longer a target on your back because you can give to yourself what you wanted from others. When you can give to yourself what you want from others, then you will begin to attract that what you're looking for. But if you go out searching and trying to, I want, oddly, you're repelling all of this from you. I had to sit today and write affirmations for myself. And of course, I pray regularly, and today was no different. Show me the path. And I know you can't show me the path, but as I begin to walk on the path, illuminate it for me. Let me know that I'm on the right track, because we can get lost trying to solve a problem, or we can have faith in a moment and realize that the situation is temporary. It's not necessarily a problem. It's not something that's meant to hold us back. It's something that's meant to put that energy back into us, that love back into us, that tells us, okay, you're ready to move forward. It's like taking that test in school to where you were like, I wasn't prepared and I aced it. It's like my grandmother passed away the day I had lab practicals. I was in anatomy and physiology. I was going for nursing at that time. And I moved. She got put in the hospital. She passed away the day I was moving. And my teacher said, we'll reschedule. And I said, no, it's not going to be any different tomorrow than it is today. Next week won't be any different either. I'll just take it. And I'll take the grade that I get. I got a 98 because it was there in the moment. And she said, I don't know how you did that. You got the highest class, or you got the highest score in the class. And I said, I swear she did it for me. And it's those moments that we can sit there and we can try to postpone, we can try to put off, we can say tomorrow will be a better day. But we have to realize that now is the moment, no matter what it is. And now is the moment to choose to love yourself, because nobody's going to give you what you're searching for. You're going to have to find it within yourself. That is the only way that I made it out of a toxic situation, was to say I deserve more than what is being presented in front of me. In front of me. I will not take less anymore. I had to start looking at myself as royalty. And at some point I felt arrogant, but I was like, no, pish posh, that does not match up. Take it away. Go, shoo shoo. And it got to the point where that is how I had to live my life, on a mental note. To say, I'm not going to accept this any longer. I'm not going to devalue myself. I'm not going to allow somebody else to speak words to me that are going to keep pulling me down and putting me in a vibe and a mindset that I don't belong in, because I'm better than this. It's hard when you want to tell yourself, I'm better than this, and everything around you screams, you're just like me. Don't fall victim to that trap. You are your own individual person. You are here to bring something to the table. Not everybody brings napkins. Not everybody brings utensils. Not everybody brings food. Not everybody is a bolt in equipment. Like, you have to realize you're here for a reason. You don't know your reason. I didn't realize sometimes it was just the doors that I opened and the smile I put on my face that allowed others to feel that love I was looking for. I didn't realize by telling somebody, you're doing a great job, when they're working their ass off, that was the love I was bringing back to the world. I didn't realize that when I was telling my kids, you can be whatever you want to be. I was told that as a child. That I was giving them hope and faith in themselves. Sometimes you're meant to be somebody that just simply encourages the world around you, and then it comes back to you in the sense that you feel encouraged. But you're going to get out of life what you put into life. And I think people keep forgetting that if you're putting out nasty, you're not going to get good. If you're putting out poison, you're not going to get that clean, wholesome, uplifting, let's push on, drive through, and succeed mentality. Because there's so many people that are broken, and I see it more and more and more. I had somebody comment on one of my videos, either you have a clone or you are a clone. Dangerous. And I was like, okay, I don't even know what that means. If someone knows what that means, tell me down below, because I don't know what that means. I am one of a kind, for sure. Quirky, friendly, loving. I wear my dagger at my side. If you want to go, let's go. I mean, I have been stepped on my entire life. I have put faith in things that didn't deserve it. But that wasn't for me to pass judgment, so I did what I felt called to do. If you can learn to quiet the chaos around you, you will begin to hear the messages that lead you on your path, that will take you to that escalator. You don't even have to go on a staircase. You don't have to sit there and keep struggling and fighting to push through to see another day and keep praying that something gets better, because it's on you to make your life better. And it took a long time for me to realize that I was responsible for everything that was happening in my life. I was the person that had no shame in blaming. Oh, they did this and it put me in that situation, or they took this from me and now I have nothing. Instead of me realizing I gave freely to the situation. You can give everything you have to something that has a hole in it, and then you're going to run yourself dry. Or you can cautiously, and this happens through evaluation, give, but give enough to see if it's given back. And when it's given back, that's when you're like, okay, the reciprocation is here. Give and take. Oh, now we're acting like mature individuals. Now we're not trying to bleed each other dry. Now we're building each other up. And you can get to a point where you can start building an empire with somebody. Even if it's yourself and a higher power. You can give to the point you're not giving dust. Because eventually, if you give all of your emotions, all of that water, free flowing love and your energy, you're going to find yourself flat on your back and nobody's there to help you up. But what you will find is those that are already down as you try to get up will begin to kick you and keep you down because they don't want to see you rise up. Because it takes power, it takes strength, it takes perseverance. It takes this, I deserve it. It's a champion mentality. You have to be a warrior to turn around and say, it's mine, and I'm coming for the taking. Because nobody has the right to tell me what I deserve in my life. I choose that. And when you can choose that for yourself, and you choose the higher power, and you choose the higher good, and the guidance that will take you and help you, not just lift yourself up, but lift others up, and then help them fight their battles, so they can stand up and begin to fight alongside of you, now you're in a totally different game. Now you're in that sense that you're building your tribe. You're building the life that will help you. You got ride or dies all the way. If you're going down, I'm going down too. But we don't go down. And if we go down, we get up, we dust it off, and we don't stay there. Because there's a big difference between takers and givers. Even Bob Marley says it, the takers are taking what the leavers are leaving. Those are the ones that make the bottom fall out. So ask yourself, what side are you trying to stand on? Are you standing up for yourself? Are you waiting for something that is reciprocal, that's something that's going to feed back into you and not drain you dry? Or have you learned to learn the difference yet? Because it's on you. Use your discernment and pray. I'm sure that was enough to think about for the moment. It just booped in my head and popped out my mouth. So, sending you peace, love, and light. Sweet dreams.